Close your eyes for a moment and imagine this. It is a cool spring evening in an Indian village. The air smells faintly of smoke and marigolds. Children are restless, elders sit in a circle. In the center, a pyre is prepared. Someone lights it. The flames rise. People fold their hands. Some whisper prayers. Some smile quietly. And tomorrow, those same people will throw colors at each other like delighted children. That is Holi. On the surface, it looks like a festival of chaos. Color on faces, water balloons, loud music, laughter that spills into the streets. But underneath that color is layer upon layer of story, memory, symbolism, and psychology. Holi is not just played, it is remembered, it is relieved. Let us begin with fire. The night before Holi, across India, bonfires are lit in a ritual called Holika Dahan. Behind that fire stands an ancient story. A king named Hiranyakashipu believed he was invincible. Power had entered his veins and settled there like poison. He demanded that everyone worship him as a god. Fear ruled his kingdom, but his own son Prahlad refused. Prahlad was just a child, yet his devotion to Vishnu was unwavering. No threats, no punishments, no cruelty could shake him. To a tyrant, a child's faith is intolerable. It exposes insecurity, and so the king devised a cruel plan. His sister Holika possessed a boon that protected her from fire. She would sit in flames with Prahlad on her lap. The flame would consume the child. The problem was simple. Faith does not burn so easily. As the flames rose, Holika's protection failed. She was reduced to ashes. Prahlad emerged untouched. Every year, when that bonfire is lit, people are not merely burning wood. They are burning arrogance. They are burning the illusion that control is absolute. The story quietly whispers that ego eventually collapses under its own weight, while innocence, strangely, survives. If you look at it psychologically, Holika is that part of us that believes we can manipulate outcomes forever. Prahlad is the quiet center within us that remains steady even when everything around it is on fire. Holi begins by reminding us that something pure in us is fireproof. And then, the next morning, something shifts. The mood changes from fire to color, from intensity to play. Now we move to Vrindavan. Here, the story is softer, more playful. Krishna, dark-skinned and mischievous, once complained to his mother that Radha was fair and he was not. In a simple maternal gesture, she teased him, then color her face. And that small suggestion became cultural poetry. Krishna approached Radha and smeared color on her face. Love erased difference. From that playful act grew a tradition where color is not aggression but affection. It says, "You and I are not separate." In towns like Barsana and Vrindavan, Holi is not just thrown, it is sung. Devotional songs fill the air. In some places, women playfully chase men with sticks in Latmar Holi, reversing roles and laughing at power dynamics. In others, flowers are showered instead of powder. The atmosphere is mischievous but tender. Underneath this story lies a subtle psychological insight. Human beings are deeply conscious of differences. Skin tone, status, identity, background, we compare constantly. Krishna's act symbolically dissolves comparison. Once color covers both faces, who is fair and who is dark? Holi says something radical without shouting it. Identity is thinner than you think. Beneath it, we are all just participants in the same playful existence. But Holi is not only about devotion and love.
it also touches desire. There is another story connected to this season, especially remembered in parts of South India. Shiva, the ascetic, was deep in meditation. The world needed him to awaken and unite with Parvati for cosmic balance. The gods sent Kamadeva, the deity of love, to disturb Shiva's meditation with his flower-tipped arrows. Kamadeva aimed. He released his desire arrow. Shiva opened his third eye. In a flash, Kamadeva was burned to ashes. Later, through compassion, he was restored, but without a physical body. Desire survived, but it became invisible. This story may seem unrelated to color and celebration, yet it fits beautifully. Holi happens at the threshold of spring. Nature itself is charged with fertility, growth, and attraction. Desire rises in the air like pollen. The story of Shiva and Kamadeva reminds us that desire is powerful. It can awaken life. It can also consume awareness. When Shiva burns Kamadeva, it is not a rejection of love. It is a transformation of it. Desire shifts from unconscious impulse to conscious energy. Holi, in this sense, becomes a balancing act. Celebrate life, but remain aware. Feel passion, but do not be ruled by it.
And then there is the social dimension of Holi, which is perhaps the most fascinating. For one day, social boundaries blur. The rich and poor stand in the same street, covered in the same colors. Bosses and employees laugh together. Elders tolerate mischief they would normally scold. Old grudges are often washed away with a simple line, "Bura na mano, holy hai." Do not take offense, it is holy. Anthropologically, this is powerful. Societies need controlled chaos. They need safe spaces where hierarchy relaxes. Holi provides that release valve. It is collective catharsis. Repressed emotions find harmless expression through laughter and color instead of conflict. In some villages, people sing satirical songs targeting local authorities. It is allowed. It is understood as part of the ritual inversion. For a brief moment, power structures bend, and then they return, slightly softer. If you observe carefully, Holi holds a deep psychological rhythm. First, fire, then color. First, the destruction of the ego, then the celebration of connection. First, intensity, then play. The festival arrives at the end of winter. Winter in India is mild compared to many parts of the world, yet symbolically it represents contraction. Trees shed leaves, energy turns inward. Holi announces expansion. Blossoms appear, mustard fields turn yellow. The earth itself seems to say, enough seriousness, it is time to bloom. And blooming is not neat, it is messy, it is colorful, it is unpredictable. That is why Holi often looks chaotic from the outside, but the chaos has structure beneath it. There is a ritual before a celebration. There is a story before spontaneity. There is meaning before mischief. Different regions add their own flavors. In Bengal, Holi merges with Basant Utsav, influenced by Rabindranath Tagore's vision of aesthetic celebration. People wear yellow, sing songs, and celebrate spring with elegance. In Rajasthan, royal families historically celebrated Holi with grandeur, elephants adorned in bright fabrics and elaborate courtly rituals. In Maharashtra, people form human pyramids during Ranga Panchami to break pots filled with color, echoing Krishna's playful spirit.
Each version carries the same emotional current, but expresses it differently. That is India's genius. Unity without uniformity. If we step back and look at all these stories together, a pattern emerges. Holi is about renewal. The fire burns what no longer serves. The colors invite what is fresh. Faith survives tyranny. Love dissolves difference. Desire transforms into awareness. Society releases tension. Nature blossoms. Even on a personal level, Holi asks a question without words. What in you needs to burn? What in you needs color? Perhaps there is resentment that has quietly accumulated over months. The bonfire invites you to symbolically offer it. There may be a relationship that has become distant. The color invites you to reach out playfully. Perhaps there is rigidity in your identity. The laughter invites you to loosen it. Children understand Holi instinctively. They do not analyze its symbolism. They run with pichkaris and shout with pure delight. In that uninhibited joy lies something sacred. Adults over time forget how to play. Holi gives permission. Of course, like every tradition, Holi also faces modern challenges. Chemical colors harm the skin and the environment. Celebrations can cross boundaries if consent is ignored. Alcohol sometimes replaces awareness. Every festival has its shadow, but even that invites reflection. True celebration requires responsibility. Playfulness must respect dignity. If we strip away the noise and marketing, Holi remains surprisingly profound. It begins with a child who would not bow to the ego. It moves to a lover who erased the difference with color. It includes an ascetic who transformed desire through fire. It expands into a society that momentarily drops its masks. And it ends quietly with people bathing, washing off layers of color, returning home tired but lighter. There is something poetic in that final act. No matter how many colors are thrown, eventually they wash away. What remains is memory. What remains is connection. Perhaps that is the deeper teaching. Life will color you in many ways. Some experiences will feel like bright gulal. Some will feel like smoke from a bonfire. Some will sting the eyes. Some will make you laugh unexpectedly. But nothing is permanent. Everything washes off. What stays is the imprint on your heart. Holi in its essence is not about throwing color at others. It is about allowing yourself to be touched by life without fear. It is about trusting that even if flames rise around you, something essential within you cannot be burned. It is about daring to love beyond difference. It is about balancing passion with awareness. It is about letting society breathe. And maybe that is why, year after year, despite changing times, Holi refuses to fade. Because human beings will always need fire to release the old and color to welcome the new.